In a series of short interviews, we'll be looking at trading mistakes, and I have pleasure now to introduce an IG client who's a long-term client here with IG, and he's made some mistakes in his past. It's Kassar Khan who joins us. Kass, welcome.
Thank you, Jeremy.
We've spoken before we went to air about this, and you admitted to a number of mistakes which you've got over in the years you've been trading. Let's start off with what you consider to be one of the biggest mistakes.
I'd say one of the biggest mistakes are you let your losers run and you take your winners way too early. And I think you'll find some people have a good percentage where they've got a 70% win rate on, let's say, the Dow. But the winners are very, very small and the losers are very, very big. So it doesn't even itself out. And getting over that, getting over the losers, it's not easy. I feel like you have to lose, and sometimes lose quite bad before you have to regroup.
You're self-taught, I understand.
Yes.
It must have been very difficult for you to do that by yourself. Did you just do that on your own, or were you talking to people, or did you confer with your account manager? How did you get over this problem?
You sort of have to do it on your own. You can talk to people and people tell you, oh no, do it this or do it that. But everyone has their own strategy. Everyone has their own way of doing things. You really have to sit down, regroup on your own and think, okay, how do I get over this? How do I get over this hurdle? One of the worst ones were you put a stop in, you think, okay, lovely, I've got the right risk ratio here. I'm not risking a lot. All of a sudden it gets close to your stop. You think, let me just move it a tad. And it's when you start realizing that that doesn't work. 1 out of 10 comes back round for you and you think, yes, I made the right move here. I've moved my stop. It's come back round. But then it gets to a point where sometimes you wanted to risk £1,000, for example, and your take profit was maybe 3,000. Now all of a sudden that same trade is now 4,000 down. So it doesn't even itself out. And when it comes back round, I've seen people, I've done it myself. It comes back round and you take £1,000 and you think, okay, I've done good here, but you haven't. Because the next time you will lose 4, 5, 6,000. So you're in a deficit.
Is the secret to have more trades open?
No, I think you need to trade less. I used to think that at one point, and then all of a sudden now you've got 10 trades on. And they're all over the place, and you're moving stops here, there, and everywhere, and then you can't concentrate, and that's the issue as well. People, it's the fear of missing out, and you don't have to feel like that. And sometimes taking a loss, now you've risked £1,000, you've took the loss there, then you've took a loss again, but on the third time, you've hit a big one, which covers your losses. Where if you just let them run, it's nigh impossible to cover those losses. Now you're gambling, because now you're looking for a big win. You've took 4 losses, much bigger than what you should have risked. Some people blow up their account doing that. When I say blow up their account, they lose their whole account, or they've now lost 80% of their account. So now they're looking for a trade to make that 80% back. It's not going to happen.